Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is good to see you again. If you are new here, my name is Alan. I'm passionate about yoga and wellness. We are here to help you overcome your limitations, to try and make you better through exercise, and we share everything about wellness. Before COVID-19, many people have not even heard of Zoom. But this software company saw a sharp increase from 10 million daily users at the end of 2019 to 300 million daily users just a few months later. If there is any silver lining in this pandemic, it is that technology has allowed yoga students and teachers to connect virtually to continue their yoga practice. But is Zoom yoga right for you? Today, I'm going to share with you why Zoom yoga is not for everyone. When the world is locked down, we have to work from home, so we use Zoom or Microsoft Teams or Google Meet. Then we also meet up with friends and family virtually. We also can't go to the gym or yoga studio, so we sign up for a Zoom workout or Zoom yoga. There is a necessity for us to work out, and there isn't a lot of options at the moment. And it is convenient, it is cheap, it is time-saving, and sometimes it's also flexible because we can also watch replays. I'm not denying all the benefits of Zoom yoga, especially given the circumstances at the moment. I also understand that there is the necessity for yoga teachers to earn a living. Many yoga teachers work on a freelance basis. That means that no class, no income. At the same time, yoga teachers, we still have bills to pay, groceries to buy, mortgage and loans to service, etc., etc. When this pandemic hits, many yoga teachers have to translate their teaching into an online format. So there is demand, there is supply, boom, we have Zoom yoga. Now, is it all good? I'm going to share with you why Zoom yoga is not for everyone. But before I proceed, I would like to clarify that I have nothing against people who wants to do Zoom yoga. If you enjoy it, please continue to do so. Neither do I have any objections on teachers who want to teach online. I think each to their own. We all have different capabilities and different styles, and that's totally cool. I'm just going to share with you from my own personal experience as a yoga teacher and also as a yoga practitioner, the shortcomings of Zoom yoga. Firstly, observations are too difficult. Many students are not technically savvy and typically use only one electronic device with a built-in camera. This means that when the student positions the device so that he or she can see the teacher properly, more likely than not, the teacher then may not be able to see the students properly, and vice versa. This is especially challenging when the student is using a small mobile device like the handphone. Even if both parties are able to properly position the cameras, the image resolution is usually not great. You can see the shape, but you can hardly see the details. Unless both the teacher and the student have good cameras with high definition and high-speed internet, the image on the screen would never be great. I speak from experience that when I'm teaching online, I have difficulties observing the students through these tiny little screen boxes. When I'm practicing with the students online, I'm not able to observe the students. When I'm only giving verbal cues without practicing with the students, I'm not able to observe so many tiny little screens all at the same time, especially when the students all point the cameras from different angles. As the teaching changes from one pose to another, while all the cameras are fixed, the students may be within the screen in one pose, and then the next pose, he or she may be partially outside of the screen. I tried recording the gallery view, i.e. the screen with the students in tiny little screen boxes. And then I would watch the replay after the class so I can guide the students in the next class. This way, I'm able to pick up more information from the recording, but this is imperfect. It takes too much effort and It's not practical as a norm. Secondly, the students may receive the instructions incorrectly. This is not a criticism of the students attending online classes. It's just our brain receive information differently. Every teacher has his or her own style of teaching, his or her own way of expression, his or her choice of words and phrases to explain a certain action or movement. If you're familiar with the teacher, or at least familiar with a systematic school of teaching like Iyengar Yoga, then you are less likely to misunderstand the instructions. Even within Iyengar Yoga, different teachers also give different verbal cues in relation to the same pose, depending on the theme or subject matter on the day. That's just the way it is. If you don't have much experience with yoga before joining online classes, then you might not understand the instructions properly. In my online teaching, at one stage, I employed dual camera to demonstrate a pose because I felt that one camera is not enough to explain a particular action or movement. That sounds like a good idea, right? I'm not sure. I have a student, I'm not going to mention the name, who attended these online classes with me and later came to the studio to join a physical class. I then realized that the student totally misunderstood the action that I was teaching in the online classes. It is exponentially more difficult to change an incorrect action than to learn the action properly the first time. I give you an example how a student may misunderstand an instruction. In standing poses, we sometimes give the instruction to lift the kneecap up. This is achieved by engaging our thighs and move the thigh muscle upwards so that the kneecap will be lifted up. I have seen students who understand this as pushing the knees because this way they feel the knees are being engaged. Unfortunately, pushing the knees back will cause more harm than good because the knees may become hyperextended. Thirdly, Zoom yoga can cause physical and mental harm. I already talked about how students may receive information incorrectly and hence may cause physical harm to themselves in the process. But here, I'm not really talking about that. Rather, I'm talking about monkey see, monkey do. A teacher demonstrates a pose with ease and grace, but the teacher has been practicing for many, many years. And then the student who has made the commitment to join the online class is eager to learn and try new things. The student may not know the extent of his or her own limitation, and in the process, they might hurt themselves because the body is not ready. For the student, it looks easy enough when the teacher does it. They think, I can do it. Monkey see, monkey do. In online teaching, the teacher is not there to catch the students when they fall. On the same note, monkey see, but monkey cannot do. This can also be quite devastating to the students in terms of self-esteem. Unlike physical classes, the teacher is there to support the students physically. Sometimes, simply by being at the side of the student, it gives the student a sense of security that might be enough for the students to overcome their own fears. When doing online, students see the teacher demonstrate so gracefully. When they try, they may be overcome with fear and then failed miserably. This can destroy their self-esteem. This is even more so if one student failed, but other students are able to perform the pose. So, have you tried these online classes before? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you think? Comment below. I'm interested to hear your point of view. Now, am I suitable to join online classes? Here are some of my suggestions if you are considering joining an online class. First, I would say if you are an absolute beginner, Zoom yoga is definitely not a very good place to start. You need to go to a teacher that you are familiar with, that you have physically practiced with, and the teacher has seen you practice in real life. You understand the teacher's style of instruction, and the teacher also understands your body and limitations. If your current teacher is not teaching online, you can find a teacher with the same systematic training. For instance, Iyengar yoga teaching has a relatively high degree of consistency across different certified teachers. Although every teacher may be different in terms of style and expression. In addition, you need to have an understanding of your own limitations. While we strive to improve ourselves every day, we also need to know our own physical limits. Change takes time. We need to be patient with our own progress. Yoga is a process, not an end game. I hope this is informative for you. If you like this video, I would really appreciate if you subscribe to our channel and like this video. Thank you very much. Bye bye now.